Yeah.
Running low and slow, that's the Florida way. Moonshine on the swamp, night and day. Uncle Moonshine with his secret brew under the cypress where the fire burns blue.
Where fire burns blue. Woohoo! Oh, I gotta turn on my tablet. Oh, come on, tablet. Don't you start. Swear. It wouldn't be a Mark Morgan show without animosity or chaos. Swear.
There we go.
Am I on?
Yep, I see you.
Good.
Whew.
Good. I don't have my tablet on yet, so I can't see the comments.
So I figured I'd get right over there.
Oh, yeah.
Phew.
Yeah, I had her come out and turn the AC on and turn the fan on. I said, help cool it down. And then she clicked things. I said, man, that was a lot faster than what I do. Then she clicked the next thing. I said, are you kidding me? Yes, I was like, come on, God damn it, let's go.
Mark Brockway, we're here.
Hey, Mark.
Charlene's here.
Charlene and Richard.
The anniversary people.
Yeah, I need to shave. I need to trim up the shit get in my mouth.
Kenny Parker. Hi, Kenny Parker.
Hey, Kenny. Wait for my tablet to pop up. I should have got it going a while ago. There we go.
It's a nice day today.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Get a lot done.
It was a little bit, I've noticed today when I went out on break that it was a little bit cooler than normal here. I was like, wow, that's kind of nice. When I went outside, I was like, what the fuck happened? It got hot again.
It's going to get up in the 80s here. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Hey, Roy Collier.
Boys in the house. Oh, yeah. Damn it, I got that in the house. I should have been taking it tonight, huh?
That's what I'm going to take a couple hits out of.
Yeah.
Nicole Landers, she said, hey.
Hey, Nicole. Back. Bootstrap.
Hey, Mark.
That's her name's Bootstrap.
Bootstrap. Ooh. Bootstrap.
Nope, they turned it down.
What was that guy in the Pirates of the Caribbean? Bootstrap something, wasn't it?
I don't know. Is there somebody?
That's where my mind went anyway. Hi, Nicole.
No, it's good. It's good to know because it just, she did that bootlegging for me to Jamie. And then, so I just called her Bootstrap, just off the top of my head.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now I know her as Bootstrap.
I love my name, she says. Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, she's a bootlegger now. Why am I not seeing the comments? This sucks.
They're all talking to me.
They're all talking to you. They should be too. There it is. Maybe I hope. Was the last one?
Everyone.
Huh?
Kenny Parker says, hello, everyone. Peace.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. The last one I see is Roy saying, hey. And then Drum and Son popped over on YouTube and says, hey, Mark and Lisa.
Hey.
Hey, Drum and Son.
On a YouTube.
Yep, on the YouTube.
I always forget about the YouTube. Friday night, I put it up on the big screen, but other than that, I forget about it.
Oh, yeah?
That one sticks out for YouTube. I don't know. In my mind.
He does too. He puts it on his TV and watches it.
Yep. I like it because people show things and I can actually see them.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, sit there on your phone, you're like, what'd he say? Is he talking about me?
Well,
Somebody
then
read the comments for me.
yeah, I hit screenshot and I look at it later.
Oh, there you go.
Bootstrap Bill. Yeah, that was the guy's father.
Huh.
And he made a deal with David Jones. David Thompson.
Yeah. Nice. Hey, Brian. Brian LPR Shines in the house.
Yes, see you.
Ray Duck, Katie Parker, and 8 others are watching with you.
Oh, I'm afraid not. I gotta get a shot glass. Meow.
Yeah.
Meow.
I think I'll do a shot of barbecue sauce.
I can't wait to try that.
Yeah.
I got the LPR.
Yeah, I just knew I was going to be late tonight. Bad accident.
We have bike week going on here, and
Oh,
they
really?
come here first, and then they take all the notches up through the mountains to get where they're going. So it's popular and
Oh, cool.
long ways between the two across the notches. And we've had a motorcycle accident just about every day.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
Those aren't fun. I haven't been on one since.
No.
No, I have. I did. I did ride one. I was very intimidated. I'll tell you what. Constantly looking around me.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's a lot. This is 100 proof barrel aged Bloody Butcher.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the dumb fire rate to a minimum.
I should go in the house and get mine and we can do a shot together.
I'll wait for you.
All right.
I'll wait for you. I'll keep running my mouth. You get sick of me and tell me to shut up, or they'll stick around. How is everybody? We finally get a good day. I was outside and did a bunch in the garden and kept coming in and checking on the AC. It's like, hey, are you working in there? Ate something. We had onion rings and french fries and fried chicken. Very good. I came sliding in. I had like 8 minutes before everything started. I come sliding in. Finger looking good. Today was a good day. Yesterday, I actually sat in the sun for a while. And tomorrow, it's supposed to get up in the 80s. Or the next day. Anyway, it's coming. In the 80s. It's 58 here now. So
It's in the freezer. Nice and cold.
ooh, yeah, I had mine in the fridge all afternoon. I love those labels. That's like the first thing I remember of him posting ever was these labels.
I know, I love that. Straight jacket, backwoods bourbon, triple X, 100 proof, barrel aged, Bloody Butcher. Hell yeah, I'll pour me a shot. I told him I was going to do a review, so I might as well do it right now.
She's doing good. She's stuffed. Charlene says she's stuffed. They went to like Golden Corral or something like that. I've never been. I don't go out to eat.
Man, smells good.
Oh yeah, it does. It's light. It's nice and light.
Yeah, real light. Wow. I'm impressed.
Very light.
Let air for a minute.
Oh, I'm diving in.
John Cottle, how you doing, buddy? In the house. Thanks for coming in the other day, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot.
Yes.
All right, Lisa, you ready?
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
Oh wow.
I got It's very smooth for 100 proof. That was really smooth.
Yes, it is. For
And
100.
right off the bat, I got a hint of cinnamon.
Really? I was trying to think of what it was. And it reminds me of.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah, yep.
On the after nose cinnamon. Wow.
Bloody
That's
Butcher
good.
always has that.
Huh?
Bloody Butcher always has that at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Nice. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You make a fine drink there, sir.
yes, you do.
Fine drink.
Yes, you do. That's a
You'll have to put in the comments of what the mash bill was.
the
Bloody
triple X.
Butcher.
Yeah, triple X, barrel aged. And taste. I don't know. It ain't the that I'm tasting.
Yes, that's pretty
Bloody
good.
Butcher.
Bloody Butcher. There you go.
Yes, David. That sounds good.
Wayne turned me on to a Bloody Butcher. It was 50-50. It was Jimmy Graham Bloody Butcher. That was pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Makes me upset that I went and made a mixed drink earlier. I want to go taste.
That's very good. That'll be very good over like with an ice cube, so you can sit there and read the
Absolutely.
recipe. I love that for some reason.
Have that on the rocks. Hey, Chris Hayes, how you doing, buddy?
Yes.
Absolutely. Hey, sorry, Lisa, I keep interrupting you, sweetheart.
Well, we both go for that little pause. David Thompson says I should send you some toasted marshmallow and chocolate Milano to try. Those are like those little cookies, right?
I'm not seeing that.
Yeah. See, you're talking to me.
Apparently,
Hi, April.
I see people when they pop in, but it says who's watching, but it's not showing their comment. April Parker, Chris Hayes, Apple Rye Daddy's in the house.
Yeah, so you see things I don't.
Well, that's weird. It's
I
just
see.
a weird, it's a weird evening. It's weird. Now, what I started to say a little while ago, Lisa Day and I both got a text from Shadow. Is he here?
I haven't seen him pop in. David Dance is here.
Informing both of us, this is disturbing to me. And I'd like to find out, I know why, because they said it's the basic. But at the same time, man, I really hate to hear that.
Yeah.
He says, just found out today, state of Virginia, forestry wants all mimosa trees destroyed because they're invasive to the state. Says, that's ridiculous in my opinion, but there are tons of them blooming now.
Yeah. I kind of Googled it.
Well, good. Let's hear it.
It's the same thing. While its attractive pink silky flowers are appealing, the tree rapidly spreads and disrupts native ecosystems, making it a problematic species in the state.
So, where is it native to?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably Japan or some shit like that.
Hey Siri.
Right? I'll just go ahead and Google it.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. From Asia, Iran to Japan. It's a Persian silk tree.
Yep.
Well, that smell has changed since it sat there.
Who has it?
Yeah, it has.
And it will. So will the flavor. Huh.
Yeah.
Mimosa is a small flowering tree in the Mimosaceae family. It is also known as the silk flower. Well, shit. That sucks. I hope that doesn't catch on and everything starts doing that.
Well, the other thing I saw, right? It said that Virginia actually has. It's not gonna tell me now because I moved. But a walk or a pathway or something. A trail, the Mimosa Trail, is in Virginia. So they actually celebrate it in the trail.
Well, so if they start doing that, here's my thought on that. If they're going to start doing that, and it becomes active, and they start enforcing it. You know, here in the state of Florida, I know it's different when you talk about like a canker. We had citrus canker here,
Oh yes.
and if they when it's going around, they will come through, and if they see the slightest little sign that your tree has canker, it's coming out. They'll dig it up, roots and all, and destroy it.
Wow.
I didn't have one. My next door neighbor had a grapefruit tree. Dude, it put off the best grapefruit. I love that tree. He told me take all you want. I was always eating grapefruit. And he had an orange tree in the backyard. They took both of them out, gone, roots and all. They were gone in a day. They don't mess around. They don't play.
Yeah, that changes just
Well,
a little bit.
since and I know they do that since Florida's a big state on citrus. You know,
Yeah.
they're a big producer of citrus, so I get it. You know, they don't want it spreading and killing
Right.
all the other crops. I get it. But it's like, damn. I mean, they literally come in your yard and check.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's
Dude,
like the
I'm
elm,
fire naked or some shit.
it's like the elm, how bad the elm was up here. We had the Dutch elm disease, and there was all these trees that they took right down, and you'd see the pictures of the town way back in, whatever year it was. And then you look at a picture 10 years later and there's no trees lining the sidewalks and shit. They took them all.
Wow. Huh. Makes you wonder. You know, there's so many different invasive plants. And that's what I'm saying. We got a bunch of them in the lakes here. I mean, they'll take over the whole damn lake where the fish can't breathe. Or
Yep.
It's crazy. But they don't do anything to really get rid of it. You know, they'll dig it all out, but it goes right back. Dig it all out, it goes right back.
Yeah. Well, they can't just put a weed killer, in the ecosystem,
Not in the water system, especially since
Nothing.
the water system.
There's nothing that eats it that's native here. That's the problem. There's no fish that eat it, or a snapping turtle, or, whatever, platypus, fucking dolphin type shit that would eat it,
You're right. You're right.
People, sound yummy.
Hey,
It does.
Shonda. Shonda's in the house.
Hey, Shonda. It's around 80 proof, he said. Dave said.
Oh, on his drink.
April Parker says, hi, Apple Rye.
See, it just pops up who's watching. It's not showing me the damn comments. What the hell?
Yes, you're seeing ones I'm not, so that's why I'm kind of keeping up on them down here.
I was just talking about Wayne from Mozart Steelworks, and he pops in. Hey, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Whew.
Uh,
That is
so-
good. That just a little bit after sitting there. The snow
Miss
was
Lisa, how was your day?
Oh man, you guys got me.
Which even carried over yesterday on the collective group.
Oh, did it?
Sure did.
I don't know. I didn't look. I see the collective was on, but
Yeah, I didn't see anything where it showed it, but when I went in there, they talked about it. I went on for about 15 minutes, and I got out.
yeah, it's awesome. My boyfriend had it nailed, and I'm like, no. And then you said something, and you go, you're the special guest, and I was, yeah, right.
I just knew somebody was going to blurt it out during a podcast or something, have a few mini drinks. Lisa, Day, yeah, you got a special day coming. You know,
No, No, I totally thought you were the only one that knew, and you were the only one I had to work on to find out.
And come to find out, you're the only one that didn't know.
I didn't know. I did not know.
Everybody knew. I reached out to so many people. I got a list here. Yeah, I must have sent out 70 invites. Different moonshiners, and about 3/4 of them agreed that they would come on.
And it was a Saturday night too. You know how much I appreciate him giving up a few minutes of his Saturday night for me.
Right.
And
Give up the
stuff.
bowling and stuff like that. You know.
Yes, yeah. Time with family, whatever. You know, they took that little bit of time for me. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Blown away. I was blown away.
That's awesome.
You definitely got to me.
Glad to hear it. Charlene and Richard, I meant to do a shout out, a mail call that I got your stickers and I misplaced them. I set them aside just so I could do a video, and now I have misplaced them. I apologize.
They're set aside.
They're set aside somewhere. Amongst all that shit in the house, my wife keeps bugging me to move and put away and all that shit.
Oh man, I was cleaning in my room today. I'd go outside and get hot, and then I'd come back in and do something in the AC, and then I'd go back out.
That's what I try to do. When it gets too hot out here, I go in there and okay, I'll do a load of laundry or
Yep. Yeah, I
absolutely.
get pictures hung up. Do my stickers.
You have, my lady. Didn't have time to download them. I wish I had, but didn't. You have some awesome plants going on in your yard right now. I'm amazed. I was like, wow, those are gorgeous.
Some of them are doing really good.
One of those that you said, was that an iris?
Yes. Yep. Siberian iris.
They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I wish
Yeah.
I had downloaded those and had them on here to share with everybody. Maybe next week.
Yeah, the tiger striping on the iris is beautiful.
I'm telling you, I was like, please, you stole this picture from somewhere.
No, I probably didn't send you the lineup of them. There's I don't know. They're probably 8 feet. There's a patch of them.
Absolutely gorgeous.
15 or 20 of them in that little patch.
That used to be one of my mom's favorites, was Iris. And the other favorite of hers was roses. She had roses everywhere in that yard. Everywhere.
Mine haven't flowered yet. They're growing really good, but they haven't flowered yet.
Good.
And the other ones mostly are wild, other than like the mullein that came here a while.
That's
And
awesome.
I've just been every year, you know.
That mullet plant picture you showed me or sent me, that was awesome. Oh my God.
I gotta hold something next to it so you can see how tall it grows in a day. It grew like 3 inches in a day. It
Wow.
was amazing. It's
I wish I
amazing.
could do that.
It grew. It did. And
Hey, you're a mimosa, or you're a, I'm thinking mimosa on the name.
be a mullein.
Come on, Mullen, you're Mullen.
And hi Chris Ballin. It was
I'm not seeing any of these. It's pissing me off.
the plantain. It's growing in underneath the shack there, and I keep taking seeds off it and sprinkling it in front, but they just keep coming back because of the water drip edge is there. So I think it's too much for it, and it blows the seeds back underneath the shack, and that's why they're coming up in there. But they're doing really well. I've got a bunch of that cut.
Something I wanted to. Oh, you said something about captions of the chat. It just popped up something. My bad. Anyway, I wanted to touch base with everybody that are out there watering their flowers or trees or shrubs or fertilizing. You want to make sure you fertilize around the drip edges. So the branches, when they come out, you want to fertilize right there where the edges of the branches and leaves are. You want to go around that. And that's where your plants will get the most nutrients. Because that's what the roots go to. They'll go to where the water drips off those leaves. That's where the roots go out to. And they'll expand, and that's where they'll absorb all those nutrients.
Yep.
Just a pointer. I just want to point that out.
Yep. You put it too close to the tree and the bark, you can burn it.
Yep.
Why we always use that Osmocote. It's a type of fertilizer, Osmocote, and you can't burn stuff with that. It just
Absolutely
won't burn.
Absolutely right. Quickest results, though, is using a water base.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
It'll get right through the soil and get right through the roots.
yep. That's time release. The Osmocote's time released.
Right.
So
Right.
if you want instant, you just add some Miracle Growing water or whatever the hell you use,
Yep.
But for the time released is
That's what I had to do with my herbs. They started getting the little yellow side. They needed some nitrogen and iron. You start seeing a little yellow to your plants, it means they need iron
yeah.
and nitrogen. It never hurts to check your pH.
Yes, yeah, your water, yeah.
Just like you do with your shine and your mashes, check your pH for your plants.
They say it's a hydrogen peroxide. You can put some in your dirt, and if it's foamy, the dirt's not great. I think
I've
that's
never
how.
heard of that one. I've never heard of that.
I'll have to look that one up now.
Yeah.
How they spoke to it, I might have spoke wrong. I gotta look.
No, because I just never heard of that. It's surprised. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just never heard of that.
Well, if it's foamy, I think it's no good soil. That's what I said, and that's why I said I might be wrong. I'll have to look.
That sounds right. I mean, a lot of soils, especially here in Florida, are very acidic. So most of your plants aren't so acidic. That need a acidic soil. I wish I had more plants. I used to have a shitload of them. I used to have a greenhouse. I got rid of it. Now I wish I had it back. It's a lot of fun going out in that greenhouse and checking on my plants and playing mad scientist, adding this to the soil, adding that to the soil. Brandon Buffington, how you doing, brother? Glad you came in, man. I gotta reach out to him and get him on a podcast.
It says if it fuzzes up, it's got organic matter. So you'd think organic matter would be good.
That depends. Sometimes organic matter can be too much, like my dad.
Other than that, they're,
My dad had this thing about tomatoes. And he wanted the biggest tomatoes, and he went on to, what was that? There's a website that orders seeds. Burpee, that's what it was. And he would get these, gigantic tomatoes. I mean, huge. And he thought he was going to make them even bigger. He did. He kept adding the dog. We had 2 dogs. He kept adding the dog poop to the soil. I'll tell you what was the nastiest ass tomatoes you ever ate in your life. They were big, but they were nasty.
It's like that garlic mustard. I don't know where it came from. It came up wild, and it's right in the dog pen. So I don't want to use it because it's right in the dog pen. But I've been collecting seeds off it.
There you go.
They'll come up or what? But I'll try it.
Hey, Larry Smith.
The weirdest way that it seeds, the flowers come off, and there's like one long stick that comes up. It looks just like a broomstick, and it's got seeds all lined up in it like peas in a pod. But they're just as uniform. It's club, it's just as uniform. It don't taper at the top. It isn't fat at the bottom. It's just a good cylinder. But you can see all the little seeds all lined up inside there.
That's cool.
So I've been waiting for the pods to look like they're drying up and taking the seeds.
Larry Smith's in the house. Hey, Larry.
It does sure smell like garlic. It really does. It's like a maple leaf looking leaf, but you rough it up and it's garlic all over.
There's something else that come to mind when you said that. There's another plant that grows in the wild. I forget what it is, but it smells a lot like a garlic. It's not. It's some kind of tulip. No, shit. I have to look in my notes. I made
Al-
notes of it.
Allium. An allium smells like onions and garlic.
No,
Yeah, curly allium.
I don't think that was it.
Because they have like a straight allium and that smells like onions, and they have a curly allium and it smells like garlic.
Huh.
That one plant I sent you, did you see the curly cues on that thing?
Oh,
It's
the
crazy.
picture? Yeah.
In the picture, it's a rush, it's called, but it's grass, and it's hollow like a chive, but it comes up and it goes in a big spiral, like, you know.
Somebody else had posted that and did a review on that on TikTok. Remember seeing that?
Yeah.
OBX is in the house. Tony Hasley's in the house. What up, Tony? Hi.
OBX in the house. But
Freddie.
that thing spirals right up. It's crazy. It looks wicked neat. I wonder how they dry. Be neat in crafts.
Oh. Yeah, I need to get out and explore more. I just need to get caught up around here. Get out and do some foraging. And last day in Florida. Tony, where you at, dude? How come I didn't know you were here? What the hell? Where you at, Tony? Damn it. I'll shut down this podcast. I'll come see you right now. Damn, bro. Shit. If you're in Orlando, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad.
Right under your nose.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, it's good.
Fort Myers. Okay. I got you. All right. There's another shiner that's in Fort Myers right now. God, why can't I think of who it is? I was hoping to go see him, but it's a 3-hour drive for me to Fort Myers. Damn, who was that? I gotta look it up now. Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy how much deeper the scent gets on that after it sits.
All right, Tony. Yeah, we'll definitely see you at Hillbilly Jam for sure.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, same guy. I'm such an idiot. Anthony, Tony, hello. Somebody shoot me already. All right, it's time for another shot. Look at it, dude.
And I was like, it's amazing how much that sits.
I need to let it sit, don't I?
It smells really good. It's real light when you pour it, but then after
Really smooth.
Yeah, it's got a nice smell.
Moon Dog. That's what I was trying to think of as Moon Dog. Met him on TikTok, Moon Dog. He makes a fine drink too. Several fine drinks. Oh yeah, I love the smell of that. I think it might have been able to age just a little bit longer. What'd you use, Staves? I like it though. That's good. That's a good drink. Hey, Carol Hunter. Moon Dog. I'm sorry, but you know, I met you and another Anthony at the same time on TikTok, and I keep getting the two of you guys confused. I feel bad. Oh, shit. I was talking to the other one, talking, yeah, I had the drink. He's like, no, you haven't. I'm like, dude, I did. No, you haven't. Hey, I'm losing it. Old age sucks.
There's one,
He's such a cool dude too. I mean, you watch his videos and just talk to him and stuff. I'd like to have him on a podcast just to see how he runs and stuff. He's got a lot of stuff going on. And
Yeah,
he's out here visiting family in Florida right now. Wish we could have hooked up, damn it. But I will see you at Summer Jam. That'd be a good time. Really cool guy. Anybody going to Summer Jam, I hope you hook up with Tony. I call him Anthony or Moon Dog. I can't say Moon because Mama B. Mama B's Moon Chuck.
I knew.
So good. So it's good fun.
The other thing I picked before he mowed was white clover. The little white clover flowers.
It used to grow in my yard in Missouri constantly. It was everywhere. When I had my bees, that's what we had was clover honey. It was good. It was delicious. I saw a thing today on honey. Oh, go ahead, Lisa.
It says it's high in vitamin C and iron. I didn't know that.
I saw a thing on I think it was Facebook or TikTok, one or the other, about different kinds of honey and your real expensive honey. There's some honey out there that's like, are you freaking kidding me? I would not pay that much money. We're talking like $16,000 for a couple of grams. No, that ain't happening. But I guess it makes you hallucinate.
Yeah, mad honey. Mad honey.
Tony says, I can't wait to get back home and drink some shine. Just not the same buying store-bought stuff. Although I did score some old Fitzgerald. Hey, awesome. Yeah. Gotta go. Walk into the Walmart. Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for popping in, Tony. Appreciate you, buddy. Moon dog. God damn it. Don't feel bad.
It's busy. It's busy time of year for everybody.
Yeah, it is. Summer, everybody's getting out doing their thing, vacationing. WFO Moonshine and watching. Welcome in, WFO.
It says white clover can treat joint pain and rheumatic aches.
That's what I do.
I didn't know that.
Is that the white clover?
Yep, treats eye infections. Good for healing wounds and ulcers. Treating cancer. Test tube research has shown that white clover extracts stop the growth of leukemia cells.
Huh. Now I'm intrigued. Now you got me interested. See, that shit grew like crazy in my yard.
Yeah.
Every day.
It says the flower heads have a substance that counteracts a form of tuberculosis that affects the lymph nodes. Cherokee Indians used it for treating fever.
I'm gonna have to go back home. Get me some white clover. Dude, I'm serious. That shit grew everywhere.
Yeah. I picked, I don't know, like 2 cups just out of the yard that one time. Just he was gonna mow, so I ran around and collected everything I could.
Was you the bag catcher?
I was out there running ahead of him.
That's fun. That's funny.
Stay away from this.
Right?
What can I mow over here? He goes.
Well, you know, see Randy last week. He's like, be careful where you walk. You might step on a wild plant. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, that's me out there. I move our chairs. There's a baby mullein coming up next to the chairs. So I moved the chairs so we won't be trampling it. I gotta pull it up. I gotta water it and pull it up. Move it.
There you go. I was gonna ask you, I know you Tim made you some raised beds, right?
Yep.
So are you growing herbs in there or just vegetables, or what are you growing in the raised beds?
No, they're all herbs. One of them has sage, rosemary, thyme, and chives. And I threw some calendula in there for the little yellow daisy flowers, so it'll have some color. it's all green, you know.
Right,
So
right,
I threw
right.
those in for some color, and the other one is a tea garden, and it has peppermint, spearmint, lemon balm, and sweet mint in it.
We talked about lemon balm before, and that's huge. That's
Yeah.
got a lot of benefits.
Yeah, I took and planted 4 plants of it. So
I just recently, I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, I did a little trimming on my mint, so I can have some mint.
mint's good to put in your.
Jason's in the house. What up, Jason?
Hey, Jason.
He's pretty cool. I'm glad he came in. I'm surprised, really. There's a lot of people that said they were going to come in. I know they got busy and tied up. It's all good. They all meant well, and they text me later and said they wish they could have been there. And hopefully they'll reach out to you later, Lisa.
Oh yeah, I had a few people that caught up with me after it. The notes there. Sean doesn't wrote me a nice note. Jason's whiskey up there. That's very good. That caramel. Get that right where I know where it is.
So everybody asked me, so I asked if there was anybody that wanted to donate anything or give you a gift or something like that. And they asked me where to send it. I said, well, send it to me and I'll just send it all in one big package. Well, not everybody got in time and all this stuff. So, but you know what? I got gypped.
Uh-oh.
I'm playing. Because Jason was going to send us both one, me one, and then one to put in the package for you, but I'm good. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing, Jason. It's all good, buddy.
It's very good. It's that caramel. It's like a toffee flavor.
Ooh, I love top.
Yeah, it is. It's like a toffee. It's really
Wow.
good. I want to put a shelf up there above the Ditch Witch sign and put some mason jars up there.
Well, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a bottle of mine with my label on it. Yeah, that'll work. You can put that on your shelf.
Well, I have. I can put one of your stickers on a mason jar of yours. I have. Sure, White Lightning's in a mason jar now,
Okay. Okay.
and put one up there,
Yeah, yeah.
front and center.
Oh yeah, I forget. I keep forgetting I got the little sample bottle with that little label.
Yeah, I get you up there, front and center.
You know where I got those little bottles from? A long time ago, when Roger and I was doing podcasts, we had Lisa, or not Lisa, but Erica Unruh on here. And she sent me some bottles. I thought they were really cool. I said, where did you get these? And she told me. She sent me the address to the website where they get them. Hey, Dennis, they're a shadow. But, so you're going to laugh at me. I could be so stupid sometimes. I ordered 300 of them. 300.
There you go.
Hey, I've gone through half of them.
There you go. Nice. Nice.
I think it's time to ring the bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, yeah. This is that.
The other one was the Moonshine Yarrow. That was the other picture I had sent you. It's a yellow yarrow instead of white. It's yellow, and the name of it is Moonshine.
Ah,
So that's why I got that one.
and, yeah.
I got that one, and Tim got a Jethro Tull Coreopsis because of the name.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was into, when I was going to school for horticulture, I took a class of orchidology. And during that time, I got real involved in the orchids. I mean, that's why I got my greenhouse when I bought it. So I have all these orchids. And I was going to get a seed pod from one and cross it with another one and name it after my mom. Never did. Never did. I got one seed pod, but I couldn't get the other one. Damn it. Yeah, just the time there, Mark. Just the time for shots.
Just in time. Yeah, I have a little mini orchid that Tim had gotten me a while ago. It's just a little small miniature orchid. Doesn't take
Just
up much space.
put off yellow flowers.
No, it's pink.
Okay, okay. I got one that's mini, and it puts off this gorgeous yellow flower. The flower is almost as big as the plant. It's crazy.
Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Andrew.
Jeremy, how you doing, buddy? Andrew. Good to see everybody pop in. Love seeing you guys. Is there any topics that you guys want me and Lisa to touch on or can think of other than the plot? I get it.
I've been going down through the herb thing there.
Shadow says, "Aunt Lisa, yes, mimosa is invasive, but it's been around here before I was born, and it's pretty, just saying." I'm sure it is. I'm sure the way you're describing it, Mark, and how it's growing everywhere, I'm sure it's just gorgeous. And I've seen a few here and there, and they are a beautiful tree, but if you can see a bunch of them all together, oh my God, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, they said in Richmond they have the Mimosa Trail.
Damn. I hope that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
I used to go to Richmond a lot. I never remember that.
If
I had family in Richmond.
If it brings in tourists, and they were pushing it, it was a touristy looking thing, advertising it. So they probably won't get rid of them.
I hope not.
Oh, yeah, caterpillar bug killer. There was it's my recipe I've used. I don't know where I got it, but I've used it for years and years. Tablespoon of vinegar, tablespoon and a half of baking soda, a tablespoon of Dawn, and a tablespoon of cooking oil. Put it all together and spray it. They're dead. They stop. Don't put it on your flowers and stuff like that. But if you got to get rid of, caterpillars, and the more water add a gallon of water, but the more water you use with it, the more plants you could spray with it because it's lighter. If you had a delicate, orchid, you don't want to spray it with high proof.
Right.
So if you put a lot of water in there, you could probably spray the orchid. You know what I mean? So
Right.
depending on, regular daisies, they're going to take more, than like a delicate orchid. So you can gauge how you spray it. You don't want to cover the sensitive ones. Put more water in it.
Frank Hicks is in the house. Welcome in, Frank. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Yeah, that's good. I like this whiskey. Bourbon, I'm sorry, bourbon.
But
like you said, the more I let it sit and smell it, it's got like sweeter notes to it, don't it?
Yeah, after it sits.
Wow.
It changes.
Almost like a candy.
I know, I say this every time we're talking about mimosa trees, but that was my first thing with the mimosa was the sensitive plants. You touch them and they collapse. And
the touch me nots.
Yes. My buddy went to Jamaica and they planted it around the jails because if they had a jailbreak, it would leave a wilted trail which way they went.
He went that way.
Yeah, that was my first knowledge of mimosa.
Shonda wants to know, she says, Dawn water, and what else did you say?
It's baking soda. It's baking soda. It's a tablespoon of vinegar, a tablespoon and a half of baking soda, a tablespoon of Dawn, and a tablespoon of cooking oil in a gallon of water.
That's a lot of water. I wouldn't have thought it would that much water.
It's the oil that you want to kind of thin out.
Jeremy says a lot of folks around here want to cut down any mimosas around, but I try to let them grow. They are pretty trees. Absolutely. Yeah, but come to find out, Jeremy, they're invasive. So,
Yep, they cover the ground. They cover and shadow the ground, and then the oaks and the maples and all the native whatevers can't come up through it because now it's a shaded foresty spot.
well, Shauna, you need to eat the caterpillars. Fry them up and eat them.
Yep.
Or eat them
For
raw.
littler bugs, you mix half and half with rubbing alcohol, and you just put a tablespoon of Dawn into a squirt bottle, and it gets rid of the tiny bugs, the aphids and the mites and stuff. That's how I get rid of those, and it works really well.
Put the moonshine in there. Get them drunk. They'll fall off the plant. They'll fall off the plant. Won't know what the hell hit them.
Yeah, but that works on my special
I'm doing. Then the birds will see them and come down and eat them. They'll get drunk.
And I like the rubbing alcohol because it dissipates. It dissipates after so long, so you can use it right up into flowering.
Man, now I'm getting the caramel.
As it
Gee.
sits, it changes.
Yeah, I like this. The more
Yeah.
it sits around, the more I like it. Yeah, but I like to drink it too. So can I let it sit too long?
Very good, Roy.
Oh yeah, Roy, I love it, buddy. Good job, man. Now I'm embarrassed to try to send you any of mine.
My first smell, and I was like, wow, that's really light. And then I picked up the glass the second time, and I was like, ooh, there's the smell.
It's coming through now. Shauna said, "Oh, Lisa, I had no idea about the alcohol."
Yep, rubbing alcohol and water, half and half, and a tablespoon of Dawn dish liquid in a squirt bottle. And it'll get rid of all them little pesties. And your plants will take it. Mine do.
We're starting already with the yawns.
Very good. That is very good. I was
Well,
sneaking.
I'm hoping, if not next Monday, but the following Monday, we'll be having a special guest. It won't be Lisa Day.
Thank you.
Oh man. But I met this person on TikTok. She's an herbalist. Got a great attitude, great positive personality, and she knows her herbs, and she wants to come on and talk about herbs and what they're good for and how to grow them, what not to do, what to do, stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get her on here next Monday, if not the following.
Nice.
So it'll be good. Shit, I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. If I think about it, I'll tell you. Go look her up at TikTok. She's awesome. She's got a lot of good content. She's got like 15,000 followers, something like that.
Oh, shit.
You know, she's also damn it, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I gotta go on TikTok. I gotta look up Yamina Bobina.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so bad for her. But today was I think it was today. It was her daughter's birthday. I'm surprised she's not in here, to be honest with you. I know she's going through a lot of shit right now, and I feel so bad for her. I've got it. We found an infection and all kinds of different shit going on.
Sucks. Oregano oil.
Oregano oil.
Yep.
That's good for a lot of things. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a great antibacterial, antifungal.
Helps with your eyes, your vision,
Yeah.
all kinds of shit.
So I was just looking at the lemon balm. It says uplifting. It's soothing, soothes anxiety and eases tension. Nurture the soul, it says. A true balm for the spirits.
I'll be out there. I'll be a witch before you know it.
A
Oh,
friend
wait,
of the
they call those warlocks, right? Yeah, warlocks.
Yep, warlocks. Yep. Good for ushering in a restful sleep and digestive balance.
All right, I'm gonna order me some lemon balm since I ain't got them growing. I have to order some.
Yeah, I'll send you some when I start doing my cutting. They're doing good. I don't know. You can probably see them in the picture. They line the back of the tea garden, and
Nice.
I don't know. They're 8 inches tall, 10 inches tall now.
So that's what he said.
That's what he said.
So how tall are they really?
I'll have
4?
to investigate deeper.
Oh man. Yeah, Lisa. I was gonna say something, I forgot. No big deal.
I forgot. Now I'm reading it. Abundance of vitamin C and antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, refreshes and revitalize. Lemon balm.
I need that. I need that on a daily basis. Oh, that's what I started saying. My granddaughter, she's recently been drinking a lot of green tea. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna once these herbs and stuff start going, and I start cultivating, you can make some teas and we'll help you out.
Yep, lemon balm will be a great
She's
one.
starting to get really into it. So hopefully,
Yep.
you know,
Do you see the little ginger bit things I made? The little candies.
uh,
I sliced up a ginger root and you boil it until you can, prick it with a fork like a potato, and you can get through it. And
you
little
know where my mind was going.
I did just little slices and thin slices, and you drain it out, but you save half the liquid and you put that back in. And then I did it by eye. I just a couple handfuls of sugar and stirred it. And you can tell when you're starting to get, like a sticky, the drip off your spatula isn't, just dripping. It starts to get sticky. And when that started to happen, I knew I had enough sugar and all that. And the water starts to evaporate, and you can just eyeball it. And it got the little sticky, so I laid them out on parchment, let them dry overnight, and then flipped them over and let them dry. And then I put them in a little baggie and shook them with sugar, and they're really good.
Huh.
They're really good. They're kind of tender in the center, but crunchy on the outside. Very sweet.
Sounds like an advertisement.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Can't say that they're working magically, but they're good.
Mark, you're right. But I need to go get something to. I'll be right back.
Close to a bounce. Yeah, no, Shonda, you can't have them after your plants. That's for sure. I used to hate that. I hated that. But we had the guerrilla garden, growing up. So when we went out to check our plants, we always had, the thing of rubbing alcohol and a little nip thing full of Dawn. And if we had any buggies, that's what we used, was rubbing alcohol half and half and a little bit of Dawn in there. And it didn't bother the plants at all, but the bugs, they all let go. Yeah, he's going to get something to hit on, I think, for a drink. I don't have anything normal out here to drink. All I've got is shots. I don't have anything for a mixed drink tonight. Usually I have a root beer with root beer schnapps and a little bit of white liquor in with it to liven it up, bring it up to proof. only thing I remember my grandmother using other than that rubbing alcohol was that powder that they threw. It was like for potato bugs and stuff. And I wouldn't smoke it. I wouldn't. I don't think that would be nice. That's the only other thing I remember them using. I remember a weed killer is like salt. I've got that written down too. It's a lot of salt. And I mean, it kills it. You spray it in a square, it dies in a square.
Charlie, the Richard's still here?
I haven't seen him comment for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, DDT, yeah. I remember being a kid and you had them pump up sprayers, the big canister in the front. You'd put shit down in there, then you'd get the big sprayer and it would squirt out of it.
Oh my God. Yeah, what were we thinking? We all survived though, right?
Yeah. A root beer sipping cream. Oh, like a root beer float, maybe kind of thing.
You got some.
Yeah, you gave me the root beer.
You also got root beer float candy.
I was going to get a root beer shake today, and Tim came up, and the root beer, the ice cream machine was broken, so I didn't get one.
Oh shit, that's what a strong drink. Damn it. Get it right.
Oh, I do have something out here to drink. I've got my iced tea.
Doing all these shots and drinking drinks. I'm gonna sleep in tonight.
There you go. There you go.
What I should do is, in fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna do a shot of Uncle Moonshine's barbecue sauce.
I can't wait to try that.
A shot.
Do some chicken.
Yeah, I cooked out. Last week I cooked some ribs. Used on the ribs. The girls loved it. Even with the rubs, they loved it. I didn't think they really liked the rub because the rub's a little spicy. But when you cook it, it's not near as spicy. All right, do a shot. I'm gonna do a shot of my barbecue sauce.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, it's good on the nose.
It does smell good.
Smells good to me.
They were talking about the dandelion oil from the flowers. It's soothing for your skin. And all it was soaking dandelion heads in olive oil.
Huh.
Pretty much.
That's really easy.
Yeah.
All right, here's a shot of my barbecue sauce. May the squirts stay away from me. Not bad. I like it. I hope you do too.
I can't wait to try it with the chicken. Have one of these days when it's warm coming up. You know, it's going to be really warm. They said 80 up here. It's going to be amazing. So
I wish it was 80s here, 90s all the time.
Yeah. We're about 56 here right now.
I'd be freezing my ass off. Be like, where's the sweater?
It's nice.
I do like it though. I know it wasn't the last winter jam, but the winter jam before I went to, it was cold, just snowing. Little flurries. Man, I would love it. I loved it. Hey, Justin Meredith, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, man.
Yeah, dandelions are amazing.
What the hell did I do with my lid? I gotta wash that. I gotta wash the other barbecue sauce.
Thank you for stopping by, Justin. It was awesome.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. All Oh, we're doing good. We're doing shots of barbecue sauce. At least I am. Got a little bit left. I'm gonna finish it off.
I am doing shots of the
No,
proof barrel aged Bloody Butcher
Justice says it was an honor. Absolutely, buddy.
from Straight Jacket, not Straight Eight. The other one that's doing really good in there is the catnip. That one's doing really good. And I was surprised how many things were good for catnip was good for.
What
I
about
know
catnip?
I was surprised how many other things catnip was good for.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it was good for babies when they get colic. You give them catnip tea, and it settles their belly and stuff. But a lot of stuff they're saying it goes against mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks. Make a spray out of it. A tablespoon of witch hazel or high proof vodka. Put it in a spray bottle with a couple cups of boiling water and 2 cups of catnip.
Shadow wants to know what are the medicinal purpose for mimosa.
It's uplifting. It's supposed to moderate your attitude. It's supposed to be against anxiety, and I'm not sure if it has any, like antimicrobial or all those. I'm not sure. I know it's uplifting, mood enhancing tea. I would have to look to see if it had anything, for your lung specific or, liver or whatever. But I know you can hallucinate on it if you take too much. But I mean,
Yeah, man.
what you do is get too happy. Imagine that.
Imagine being too happy.
Imagine, I guess we could deal with that.
Leave that shit at work. They'd all be flipping out on me. What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Yeah. It's a
He's too
mood
damn
moderator.
happy.
So it moderates your mood and it uplifts it. So then you're in a really good mood.
I like that idea much more than do a tincture.
Yep. Some people use the flowers. The seeds are poisonous. And I have seen on other ones, they use that inner bark, that pulpy white inner bark on it. So, and I guess they use the inner bark because the outer bark, it takes so long. Anything you use that has a bark to it or a casing, it's hard for stuff to soak in. You got to soak it longer. So if you use that soft pulp,
Any of your barks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You taught me that, Lee, so it takes a lot longer. I'm doing that root beer extract. It's taking forever. There's a lot of bark and root and stuff. So it
cinnamon bark and stuff is hard.
takes a long time.
A lot of people are using it. They're using the flowers or the inner bark. And I'm wondering if that didn't come out of necessity, that people got so used to using the flowers and then they'd run out of flowers and they're like, oh, well, let's try the inner bark now, and, that's maybe how they came
It's a
across
good
that.
point. Good point.
But it couldn't hurt. I haven't read of anything that it's like high in tannins or high in anything that's harmful to you.
Be sure to take that in the house and wash it out. Or do another shot. I'll be doing a shot of whiskey or something in this shot glass. Whoa, what was that?
Yeah. Hot shot.
Shonda says, maybe I just infused that in a tincture with my special plant. Oh, yeah. Why not?
Yes, that's what I was just saying. I don't think it doesn't. I have never read of anything high in tannins, just the seeds. You want to get the flowers while they're puffy, and none of the little seed pods, whether they're green or not. Just stay away from the seed pods because they're
The seed pods make it way bitter.
It's huh? The seed pods are poisonous. They
Oh, I
have,
didn't know that.
I think it's ricin. I think in them.
Oh, wow. Good to know. I'm glad you pointed that out. Glad I asked.
It's anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial.
No, Shawty, you're right. I need a lot of that. I need a lot of happy. In fact, I got some of your candy in the house. I need to go get it. Need to make me a lot more happy.
Yeah, this one talks about the tree bark is used for spiritual cleansing, emotional well-being, relieves depression and irritability with insomnia. It calms the spirit. DMT is the
Did you say DMT?
yeah, but DMT is dried Mexican mimosa tenuiflora. So it's not the DMT we're thinking of.
Right. I was like, wait a minute.
So I was like, hey, wait a minute. We're getting deeper. But I don't see anything about it having like adverse effects on the liver or anything like that.
I
The
guess
seeds contain a neurotoxin.
Sean, if I went and got the candy right now and ate it before going to bed, I would not sleep. I'd be sitting there going, no, not tonight, Sean. Not tonight. I have a very important work day tomorrow. I got some big shits coming in tomorrow. I can't be that.
Yeah, being extra happy never hurt anyone. You got that right.
Well, if I was extra happy at work, that might not be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, until you get to the ditzy blonde type happy. It's all good until then.
This dude's a Fruit Loop. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new owner's coming in tomorrow. So I gotta be impressive.
Yeah, you
I'm sure
think the
it'll help me
candy?
sleep. It'll probably help me sleep till about noon.
Yeah, I miss the new guy.
You
Miss
wake
the-
up going, fuck being late, I'm not coming in. I'm
There
too
you
happy to come in.
I know it helps me sleep. I have those gummies there, and if I'm thinking I can't sleep, I'll take a couple of those, and by the time I'm done bossing the remote around, I'm out.
There you go, Shadow. I like that idea. I could share at work and make everybody happy.
Yeah, everybody happy.
Anytime.
That reminds me of that one. It says, I heard there was going to be a drug test at work, so I brought in poppy seed, everything, muffins. We're all going to go down.
If I'm going down, you're all going with me.
Yeah, you're all going down with me, man.
That's funny. I like that.
I can't remember how it's really worded, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, but we get it. We get the gist. That's awesome. You're going down with me, bitch.
Yeah, the whole boat goes down. Yeah, that's crazy how much that changes in flavor and smell when it's sat there for a
I
minute.
fucked it up with the barbecue sauce. Trying to do it for promotional, you know. Gotta promote my whole product. Right, Shonda?
Yeah. I can't wait to try it. I want to do it on chicken.
Yeah, that's good. I like it on chicken and ribs. I haven't tried it on brisket yet.
Nice. There's a bunch of catnip recipes on here.
Jamie!
Hi, Jamie. But the other one was that rose geranium. I didn't know that had so many uses. I sent you the Google search I did. That was
Right.
like I was amazed. I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, doing what?
I know it's a lot. I couldn't believe it. I was like, God damn, make me read, woman.
I always used them for dream pillows. You crush them up and you put a little bit of vanilla and lavender oil on them, and they make a dream pillow. It's some Indian thing for getting cranky babies to go to sleep. And it smells so good. It really does.
Will it help with my cranky wife? Here, honey, take that. What the hell up?
Yeah, yep. Yep. That's funny. All I could think of is she'll think you've been around another woman because of the perfume.
Hey, that's happened. So when I first started this job in Jacksonville, in the print shop, we used to print a lot of stuff for Avon.
Oh,
Which-
yeah.
They put out a lot of perfumes, right? And we would put the perfumes on a product where you scratch a sniff.
Yep, yep.
I come home, smell like perfume. Where the fuck have you been?
All but the glitter,
I
huh?
was at work. You weren't at work.
All but the glitter.
Yeah, all but the glitter. Then one day we printed some cards that were birthday cake.
Oh, yeah.
A birthday cake. We did a juicy fruit gum. Dude, that juicy fruit, oh my God, it goes through the whole plant.
Yeah.
Everybody smells like juicy fruit.
Yeah, yeah. Dream pillows. I remember. That's cool. Yeah, rose and lavender.
I've never had green pillows. Huh.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that. I really need that.
I'll send you some in your next package coming. I got to get my packages together. I've got a ton of them to go out.
Please don't worry about it. There's no hurt.
You know, little bit of something to play with.
Well, something.
Something.
So my dad always said, got a little something over here.
A little something.
Something. The only thing he thought about when he said that was, got a little something to take care of that.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah, and sometimes it depended on how he said it. You didn't know if you were in trouble or not. You had to read his side, you know?
I'm going to do a little something just to take my mind off of this shit.
Yeah. It has a wide range. You got a little something means you're going behind the woodshed or
Yeah, I've been back there too many times. Half time we never made it that far.
night, Shonda.
Thanks for coming in, Shonda.
Night,
Looking
honey.
forward to seeing you soon, sweetheart.
Yeah, I had a ton of packages to go out. Get them ready.
Make mine last. I know that shit ain't cheap for shit, so no worries on mine.
I have little boxes, and every once in a while I throw stuff in everybody's box. A little bit of this here, a little bit of that here.
That's awesome. Cool stuff.
You posted a couple times that Witch Betty. Which as in which one, which way do we go? That's how she spells it. It's not
Right.
witch and cackling bitch, but Witch Betty. And she has some good stuff. She's a little bit loony, but she's cute as a button. And interesting things she posts.
Well, now you said that, the ones that are very artistic, not autistic, but artistic, usually are a little loony one way. And it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, she is. She's just a little bit loony, but she's cute as a button and roaming around in the woods. I'll watch her. But her name's Witch Betty.
I'll have to watch for that. While we're speaking of that, it's the garden hippie.
The what?
The garden hippie
The garden hippie. Yep.
is the one I'm thinking about that wants to come on and be a guest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let me see. I want to make sure that's right. Yeah, it's hold on. bear with me. Yeah, it's Jackie the Garden Hippie.
Oh, I'll have to look it up on
I
TikTok.
think, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's in Missouri. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, she's really cool. Follow her. Go on to TikTok if you're on TikTok at all. Look up Jackie the Garden Hippie, and she's got a lot of good content. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
Oh, dude, Shadow. Oh my God. Oh, some figs. Are you kidding me? Oh, oh, dude. Let me know what you come up with because I'll research it with you. I'll do the research on the figs because I used to eat figs as a kid all the time, and that would be. I would love to know myself. Yeah, dried like raisins. Yeah, those are the best. Figs like that. Oh my God. I'll eat those all day long. But if you do, you're going to get the squirts. I promise you that. I will promise you that.
I scrolled all the way down. It booted me out. Now I'm back up at the top again.
Chris Palin's back. Yeah, Mark, I'll research that with you, buddy, and ask around because I'd like to know myself. I would like to know that.
Fig is cool.
Figs.
Figs. Can't remember if it was figs that are you can't grow here. There's one of them you can't grow here because it takes over. It becomes invasive. And figs or kiwi, something.
I know figs need a warm climate.
Yeah.
Drummondson on YouTube says mimosa root bark contains around 1.7% DMT. Okay, it'll let me. Oh shit, it might boot me out. Every time I try to do something like that, it boots me out of here.
I knew it said DMT, but then it said, dehydrated mimosa tincture.
Drummondson, I appreciate you, buddy. You keep coming on here and you come through YouTube. I appreciate that, buddy. I apologize for not always posting your comments. I'm really bad about that. I'm real bad about that on TikTok too. Everyone's like, you never read the comments.
Yeah, there's quite a bit in here, but nothing that I would think is flowering now that people,
There's There's another flower. It's like once a year thing. It's very sought after. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. Chiffon. Chiffon.
Huh. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very, very, not to mention it's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's a once a while thing, a once a year thing when it flowers. You have to pick the petals yourself. You have to hand pick them.
Yeah.
It's a flower, and you pick the petals off of it, and then you make a tea or tincture out of those, and yeah, a lot of benefits.
Huh.
I almost forgot about that.
I haven't heard of that one.
But I do have the Garden Hippie on. I'm going to reach out to her about her favorites and what she does. Probably topics that we've already touched on, but I want to get her point of view and what she has to think about certain things. I know there's a lot of things that she does that we've already touched on, but it never hurts to go back on things. And I say that mainly because of me. Getting old age, I have to repeat over and over and over for that shit to really sink in.
Here it says the chiffon is the Rose of Sharon. And that's, my neighbor has a big one. My mother had a big one out in the yard. And I wondered if it was useful.
Yeah, very pretty flower too.
Yeah, yeah. It's a hibiscus family.
That's very popular here in Florida. Hibiscus.
Yeah, yeah. Mine are doing good.
Good. That's awesome. Glad to hear that.
I've got probably 10 flowers off them already.
Damn. Yeah.
I want
You know,
to do the blueberry and hibiscus mead that um, Charlene and Richard made.
I haven't had that. I'm
I
jealous.
haven't either, but it's
Oh,
beautiful. It is. It's just the color of it is beautiful,
awesome.
and she mixes it like a shot into some Sprite or other clear, liquid, soda, and geez, it was all pretty, very pretty. It's a deep blue purple.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm in love already.
yeah, and the honey. That was the only thing I got to get some honey.
Yeah, there was a while, well, I had a bunch of honey stuck back when I used to keep bees. And honey will last forever. And I did a honey mead, and then I turned it into Shine. I fucked up. It was back in the beginning days when I first started Shine. I kicked myself in the ass because I used like 10 gallons of honey, and I got about that much of Shine.
Oh no.
Mainly because I didn't let it ferment long enough. Honey takes a long time to ferment.
Yep.
So if you're going to do honey Shine, you got to be patient. You got to be patient.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I still have about that much.
Yes, Mark Morgan says saffron. That's a crocus. It's a little crocus. It's very expensive because it's just the stamens that come off it.
Right. Just a stamen. You might get 6 or 7 stamens off of one plant.
If you're lucky, yeah.
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 That's why it's so expensive. If you just order it online, you're going to pay a premium.
Months to ferment honey, huh?
Yeah. Honey, from what I understand, honey might take 2 months to ferment. The longest I've ever fermented anything was a fruit, which was the blackberry and the mango. It took 6 weeks to fully ferment. So honey, I'm sure was going to take longer. So yeah, you're looking at 8 to 9 weeks. Chip Lewis is in the house. The best rum maker I've ever met in my life, Chip Lewis. Got the best rum in the world. I promise you.
No, nice. Very
That guy makes a killer rum. Oh my God.
nice.
I'll never forget the day I met him and his wife in the parking lot in Maggie Valley at the saloon. Oh my God. He came up, man, why don't you try something? I was a little leery. We were all leaving, right? It was the pre-party. Me and Cassie were together, and he comes up, him and his wife come up, hand me a jar. Why don't you try this? I'm like, I just now met you. Okay. So I take a little sip, and like, took the other sip, gave it to Cassie. Dude, this shit's fucking good.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, he makes a good rum. Awesome. Killer rum. I can honestly say it's the best rum I've ever had. Honestly.
Nice. Very nice. Can't say I've tried many rums, the homemade rums.
Thank you, Chip. Appreciate you, brother. I really do. I don't remember. I know you tried Alfredo's the other night.
Yeah.
At least day. What did you think?
Yes, that was it. It's different, isn't it? It's kind of
It's very different.
yeah,
Different from anything you've ever had.
yeah. It is. It's different. Yeah, it tastes good.
It's
different.
pleasant.
Yes, yeah. It's just you can't. I don't know. I couldn't put my thumb on it. What it was, it reminded me of.
That was. Everybody's asking me what to describe it. I was like, I can't.
No,
I can't. not like nothing I've ever had. I can't describe it.
Yeah, I was trying to
It's
think what it reminded me of, and I couldn't
It's
think of
got
it.
some earthy notes to it, but I can't relate it to anything. I can't say it tastes like this or that. It was totally different.
Yeah.
It was very pleasant.
Yes, yeah, it was pleasant. It didn't burn going down.
Oh.
Something was
I,
different though.
I wanted to make sure you had that. Also, you got in your package the bamboo ale, right? The
Yes.
bamboo
Yep,
grove.
it's behind me too. You
Cool.
get it tucked in.
I
Those
finished off the last of that on Lisa Day Day. I had 4 cans left. I finished all of them.
It was pretty trashed by the end of the day.
I know I was. I was like, shit.
Yeah,
And then we all went backstage afterwards. I was like, guys, I gotta go.
I was doing really good until I stood up and went outside to have a cigarette. The journey back in was a little bit longer. I was like, I'm not stuck.
Whoa.
I was hitting all the things, light switches. Oh, done.
I hear you. Yeah, I slept like a rock too. I did. It was a good night, Lisa. And,
I was thinking how many shots I had done, and at one time I started to make a list on the comments, and I don't know, I was up past 10 shots then.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, they weren't full glasses, they were good,
Well, I forewarned our featured guest that we do shots on here. She never made a comment about it, so we'll see. We'll see. I told her she didn't need to partake if she didn't want to. I get it. It's all good.
Right?
You know.
Right? Nah. Yeah. Bamboo is invasive, yeah.
Oh yes, it is. It's very invasive.
We have, you can't think it's just like bamboo, but it's got a different name to it. And if you cut it down and put fertilizer on it, and then lay a tarp down and let it sit under there for a week, almost 2 weeks, whatever. And on a really hot day, you yank the tarp off, it'll burn it. And it burns it right down, because the sun burns it.
Well, that's
And
good.
you do that a couple times and it'll kill it.
I've always, when I was going to horticulture school, the thing that they recommended to keep it under control was to put some kind of metal fence underground so the roots wouldn't grow past. They'd stay confined in that area.
Right, huh?
And even that's hard to do. You have to go pretty deep.
Yeah. I know when you yank the tarp off, it's all light green, it's been growing without the sun, and then that sun just burns it right. And that lets the roots know that it's not inhabitable, and they don't try to grow back so bad. It just sends a signal to them, that it's a bad place.
Turn off the light. Don't go into the light, Carolyn.
I was trying to think of what the knotweed it's called. The one we have, it's just like bamboo, but different, of course. But it's called knotweed, KNOT, knotweed.
Right.
And that
like
grows.
grapevine.
Yep, and that grows right in, big sections of it. Once you get one, you get 100, and it has the sections like bamboo. And they're edible like bamboo, the little small shoots, they're edible.
Oh.
But it goes all on the riverbanks. You'll see a spot where nobody's taking care of it, and boy, it'll take off.
Interesting.
It's kind of like sumac, how sumac takes off in spots. You walk through there and there's nothing but sumac.
Well, y'all, I'm going to smoke the cigarette. I'm going to call it a night.
There you go.
It's way past my bedtime. Usually I'm in bed an hour ago, but all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I was trying
I
to.
get to meet my new owner tomorrow. Woohoo!
Yes, the new boss.
It's all good. You'll see the white beard. Oh, the old timer. Okay. This guy's been around one. It's funny because every time we have meetings every morning, right? 15 minutes before our shift. And if my bosses aren't there, the supervisor for the night shift always looking at me. I'm like, dude, I know the littlest and most of everybody here. But they always look at me like, I'm going to give you this information because I know you're the old dude.
Well, that was the other thing I forgot to take a picture of was the creeping Charlie, the little hen bit
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
that grows everywhere.
Well, send those to me, and we'll make sure we put those on here. We'll talk about them next week. I'll make sure I download them on my days off.
Yeah,
That way we'll have them for next week.
I think I'll have to put something up against the mullein so we can see how high it grows.
That'd be cool.
A couple days. I'll
Yeah,
do that
in
tomorrow.
fact, what you can even do, Lisa, is do a tape measure. Hey, this is on this day, here it is.
Yeah. I think it's taller than a yardstick now, so I'll use a broomstick.
Wow.
It's coming up, and there's two of them right there. And there's one I found out on the side, and it's trying to flower, but it's only 1.5 feet tall. But the flowers are really good for earaches. Or if you have an itchy ear, you know, some people, they can't leave their ears alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for that.
I have a real problem with itchy eyes. My eyes, there's days where it's like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah, hay fever maybe. They say goldenrod is good for that. Everybody blames the goldenrod for giving them, you know, but
Oh, baby. Yeah.
goldenrod is really good for allergies.
Hey, Rick Doran, how you doing, buddy?
So, but that ground ivy that grows everywhere. And it's
Yeah, that's a ground creeper, right?
Yep.
They stay close to the ground, low light, shade.
Oh, it grows everywhere.
Oh, does
Yep.
it? Okay.
On it.
Because
Crawl-
the reason I asked, Lisa, I keep interrupting you, I apologize. But the reason I asked is because in my yard I have a lot of trees that have a lot of shade. So being the shade, a lot of stuff doesn't grow unless it's in the shade. I found that ground creeper does grow well in the shade. So that cover, I have a ground cover at least, you know what I mean?
It's got
Not just bare ground.
little blue flowers. They look like
Yes,
snapdragons.
that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's awesome to have too.
Yeah, it says it supports your lungs for breathing, and it's good on your liver, kidneys. There you go, kidneys. Remedy for headaches and earaches.
Kidneys and liver, I'm all in.
Yeah. Mm,
Much as I drink, flush that shit out.
yes. Says it has a minty scent. I never
Yes,
really.
it does. It does. I had it once. I don't know what I did or what happened, but it all went away. I don't exactly remember what I did, but it was very pretty. I loved having it. Easy grower. It's awesome to have.
Yeah.
Just as a ground cover.
Yeah.
Because where it was at is just bare ground. There's nothing would grow. But I planted that, it grew like crazy.
Yes, and that allows something else to have some shade.
Yep.
You know, the seeds will have some shade on bare ground, you know, like that. The sun
There
will
you
just bake them. But that stuff, it dries out. I yanked it up, and I was out in the yard, and so I yanked it up and I set it in my chair, and I'll, bring it in and wash it later. And I go back to it, and it's all shriveled up and crunchy. It's like, wow, it dries like that.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Dries really quick. So you wonder if it wouldn't be good for if you had a bee sting or a bug bite or something, and you mush a bunch of that up and put it on it, and it dries out so quick, it might suck the shit right out of it. The
Tracy Garner in the house.
hi
Welcome
Trace.
in, Tracy. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. he was going to come on last night or Saturday night, and they were doing multiple runs. So he told me he sent me a text, Mark, or actually I talked to him, and he said they were in a run. It started at 5 o'clock in the morning. He was
Wow.
pretty well spent. By the time we went live, Tracy was spent. I get it.
Oh
How many
yeah.
times I've done a run and been out here for 12, 14 hours, like, oh my God, I'm spent. Totally get it, Tracy. I totally understand, buddy.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for checking in though. That was awesome.
We
Yeah, it was incredible.
got to get Tiffany back on here.
Yes, yeah, I was thinking of her earlier today.
Yeah, she's a good girl. I like having her.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun.
It was. She's
Yeah.
a good girl. She's a good girl. I like having her around. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely have to plan that. Reach out to her again. Maybe have her on after the hippie lady.
Yep. Yep. The hippie lady.
The hippie lady. Hey, David Thompson, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, bud.
Yes.
Yeah, love going over all the stuff that her kids are doing with Tracy and stuff. That was fun. That was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
In fact, I
Yep.
want to get a couple of their products. In fact, she reached out to me. Oh, we got something coming in the mail. Mail call. I can't wait. I'm excited. I couldn't believe she did it. I was like, what?
Very cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
Cool.
Oh, man, I've been waiting for this. Because there's a guy on TikTok who does the same thing. And I don't want to spoil it, spoiler alert thing, but I reached out to him several times and he never responded back to me. But Tiffany, oh yeah,
Yep. Yep. She did. She responded right back.
yeah, she did too. Hell yeah.
Yarrow. That yarrow will be another one that everybody will start seeing around because the flowers are starting to open up. They'll start seeing. You can grab them.
That's a yellow, right?
Yeah, it's a great
Oh.
healing.
Yellow flower.
On mine it's yellow, but if you find them wild, they're white.
Okay.
And
All right.
they, I don't know, it's wicked good for healing and bruises and.
Yeah, the way my wife beats me, I need that for bruising.
I don't know if you remember me saying about Achilles when he hurt his heel, and his mother healed him with yarrow, and the Romans would powder it and keep it in a little satchel and put it on wounds because it's wicked healing.
Let me do something real quick before I sign off here. Just in case. Just saying, just in case. I might end up kicking myself off here. I don't know.
Those little pouches come from Amazon, and everybody buys them different places. You just gotta look and find the best prices for the ones you want.
Yeah. And you will find too that there's so many different prices. So what I do is when I find stuff like that I find interesting that I want to look into is I'll save each one of those in my basket.
Yep.
And then I'll find the cheapest one and the fastest delivery with the lowest delivery price. That's what I go with.
You can adjust your filters too, so it goes prices from lowest to highest.
Right.
But of course, your lowest ones are always the best. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Anytime. I used to have a link to where to get them, but everybody buys them everywhere, and it's like pennies difference, So just go with who you feel like you can trust. Somebody in America.
Mike Wilkes, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good Lord, everybody's popping in tonight. That's awesome. I love it. Good to see you, Mike. Tracy, I just sent you a link, buddy, in case you want to pop in and say hello.
Yep, that is amazing how this changes as it sits.
Yeah, and we all talk about that as moonshiners. We talk about that a lot. Is you let it air out. You see a lot of moonshiners when they do their cuts. They'll do the cuts with the coffee filter to let it air out before they do their cuts. You taste it.
Yep, Amazon Prime if you're over 60.
Amazon Prime, gotta have it.
Yep. This year, I'll be able to do it this year. Crazy. I always said I weren't gonna feel old until I'm 60, so now I've changed it. I ain't gonna feel old
I'll
until
tell you what. I'll tell you what. You know, I was told that for many years. You won't feel your age until you hit 60.
Yep.
I don't know if it was priming in my head or what, but once I turned 60, oh my God. It was like, the fuck? Put a
Yep.
curse on me, will you?
I'm gonna fight it.
I hope you do, sweetheart. 'Cause I'll be 63 next month, and I'll tell you what. Woo, trying to keep up with these 30-year-olds. Oh my God. They look at me and they laugh, but you know what? Keep up your fucking asses.
Yes. Well, we've been there and done that. You know,
Son of bitches.
come talk to me when you've been there and done that for 30 years, you little whippersnapper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. You're right.
You know, I remember coming into the yard and crashing my bike and coming into the yard in a wagon and crashing, you know. And my grandparents would always go, you know, you're going to feel that when you get older. And that's the one that stuck with me.
Yeah. Same here. Oh, yeah, wait till you get older. And you're like, what are you talking about? What?
Yeah.
Totally ignored it. Now it's like, motherfucker.
I remember my mother once asking me what I thought was old. And I remember it was like, I don't know, 45, 50. That was old to me then.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. I
Yeah.
remember
Now,
she scowled at me though.
80, 90.
Yeah, now, now it's you gotta be 80, 90 before I call you old.
101.
But I remember how she scowled at me. She's driving along, you know. All of a sudden, you get the witch eye.
It's funny how through the years we can't wait to get old. When we get old, we wish we were real.
Well, when we get older and we're smart enough not to do that again, too.
I
You
swear.
know?
It's the godsend that I'm alive today. I'm telling you what. Seriously, some of the shit I went through, it's amazing that I'm even alive today.
Yeah, I've done some wild shit. Some wild shit.
Wow, shit.
Yep. Growing up in the country, you do wild shit.
Growing up in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah, yeah.
we did. We had a good life. We really did. I mean, think about it. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of cool things. Things we look back on and go, what the fuck?
Yeah, all the cool cars. No
Yeah.
phone. I mean, you didn't come home for days and they didn't bother, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
she'll come home when she comes home, you know?
I don't know about all that, but my parents.
Yeah, my parents didn't care what I did as long as I was good when I was going out there doing shit. You know, they didn't want me wrecking shit or, you know, putting graffiti on nothing or, you know, wrecking anybody's property or nothing like that. As long as I was
Fuck, I
good.
did all that shit.
Well, I did to it to certain times, I guess, but as long as I weren't being an asshole and out, you know, hurting people or doing anything wrong, you know, they didn't care what I did.
That's awesome. That's good. It shows. It shows through you. It does. It shows.
You know, and
All right. I'm going to do one more shot. I'm going to call it right, folks. I hate to. I really do. I enjoy being on here and talking and carrying on. Here's
Ding.
you, Shadow.
yeah, Shadow.
Hmm. I should have said, here's to you.
Woo.
Wow.
Chris Palin, I'll be 53. No shit.
Only? I wish.
Mm.
Damn. I miss those days.
Yeah.
Daniel Stevens, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Coming in and sliding in sideways.
Sliding into the back end of it. Sliding into the back end. I got you. I got you, Daniel.
Stylishly late. Nope, but I'll take some pictures tomorrow. I can't remember what I told you. Oh, that creeping Charlie. I'll
Yeah.
take some pictures of that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll make sure I download them so we can share them next time we're on. We'll do that. We'll probably have the Garden Hippie on the week after.
Yep.
I've already got a few videos and pictures from her and some of her content, so I'll make sure I download those as well so we can have them when she is on. She told me anytime, just let me know the day and she'll come on.
I'll have to look that up on TikTok.
She's a sweetheart. She really is. I love her attitude on life. She's very positive. So, hell yeah, she takes everything that's upside down and turns it the other way and makes you see it. It's like, wow, you're right.
Silver lining, yeah. Yeah.
That's the kind of person I need to be around.
Yeah, I like
Nope.
this lining.
My mom always said, "You are who you associate with." I want to associate with her.
Yeah, I like happy people. People who can, survive no matter what. They're just
Absolutely, absolutely.
wow. That's what I do. I don't like
That's
getting
why,
behind.
that's why I love you so much. You always got great advice, Lisa, and I appreciate you, sweetheart. I really do. You have no idea.
I love you,
You
Mom.
really do.
I'm gonna do another one.
All right, just one more. I keep saying that. This is like the third one more.
I know we'll have to say goodnight to Daniel Stevens. He's going to bed, so we'll
All right.
do one to say night.
What, when I go to Maggie Valley, I'm going to make a special trip to go see Tracy Bumgarner. And I'm going to get me some of that shit. It'll be after his grand opening, but you know what? I want to
Nice.
get some of that.
I'm
I
looking
I was able to get some of that shit. I can't think of the name of it. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, he knows.
for.
Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely going to have some of that. I'm going to go home with some of that.
That's cool.
China.
He's always on fucking go.
That's good. I like that. He made a good drink there.
Very good, Roy. Thank you.
Roy Collier, dude, that's awesome. I don't know if you're still on or not, but that's a good drink, sir. Yep, I like that. In fact, what I've got left of next time I'm on live, I'm going to have on the rocks.
Yes, yeah. I think I'll have to try one.
It's just one drink left, but right.
Good night, David Dance.
Damn, I can't see all these comments. It's pissing me off. It's on my live, but I can't see the comments.
Chris Palin says good night. See you elsewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mark Morgan, your shadow, he's stirring trouble over there. Ding, 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 ding.
We already did the ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yuck, yuck.
Hey, I love you guys. Appreciate you 100%.
Yes, thanks for coming in, you guys.
I know I say this probably too often. Things are getting caught up on my end to where I can concentrate more on this podcast for this Monday night on herbs and stuff. There'll be better content coming up soon. You'll see me foraging and actually doing pictures and stuff like that.
Yep.
I can't wait. I can't wait to share with you guys, and so you guys can see firsthand how to do, what to do, and all this stuff. So, again, if you have any questions, any concerns, or any comments that you want us to try or review or check out, let us know. Let us know. Reach out to us. We'll definitely look into it. It'll be fun.
Good night, Mark. Morgan. Yes, I've been picking and foraging and trying to gather up as much as I can. I'm gonna send stuff to Mark so he'll have it too.
Well, like I said, I'm getting things narrowed down to where things are coming together. I get stuff out of the way. I like to concentrate more on this, and I want to do a lot of more concentration on this and do more with this and share with y'all more information and stuff. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I promise you.
I can't share the stuff on my screen. I can only describe it and tell you. I can't clicky the buttons.
I wish you could. You're an admin. You should be able to.
Yeah, I think it's StreamYard. You have to be in.
Yeah, I've only got the one where it can only be one other person. Right now it's Cassie. I should
Right.
move her out and bring you in. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
All right, I'll work on that. I'll look into that, doing that, Lisa, and we'll do that so you can add and do your stuff.
And then I can show you the stuff that I'm looking at.
Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Like-
That'd be perfect. It really would. I'll do that within the next couple of days. We'll make that happen so you can do that. Okay, Lisa? All right.
It's fine. Good night, everybody.
Love you guys. Good night.
Good night.
Shine on. Shine on. Keep shining.
Yep. That's it.